Hello again, everyone. George Packard, Family Lawn and Landscape. Today, I just want to talk to you a little bit about me not graduating from high school. Reason I bring this up, it's important to me and I want to share this with you guys. I never graduated high school. I ended up getting kicked out of high school, basically because I knew more than the teachers did. Go figure. And they threw me out, and it's been a tough road ever since. I can tell you it's always bothered me that I never graduated. I always wanted to. I felt like there was a big part of me missing because of that. A lot of my friends, they all graduated. I was never able to do that. And then even the reunions, you know, like when I hear from some of my friends, oh, are you going to the reunion, 10-year, 20-year, whatever? I'm like, no, I never got invited. You know, and all they do is get that strange look on their face like, why didn't you get invited? Well, what bothered me about the whole thing is that nobody ever actually took the time, even though I live in that same town of 8,000 people, and I know everybody there pretty much, and they still go to the reunions, but they don't invite me along to them because I'm not on the list. I never graduated, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, I got to move on with this. Just a little bit how I grew up. Grew up on a dairy farm, just in Wisconsin there, just outside of Antigo, our city, and we did a lot of hours. You know, we worked hard, but it was literally the best time of my life growing up on that farm. I was just very close with my family, very close with my brothers and sisters. Everything was perfect. You know, Dad allowed us to have some dogs as pets. It was awesome. We did a lot of work, but you know what? That made me who I am today, I believe. So that's a little bit of how I grew up. I left home early, at an early age. 16, I was on my own pretty much. There again, I knew more than my parents did. You know, go figure. Once again, thought I knew more. Clearly I didn't. You know, in hindsight, obviously. I mean, I used to live under park benches, so I had nowhere to go. I couldn't stay at my friends' houses anymore. I would go down to the park, and if it would rain, I'd get underneath the park benches, and if it wasn't raining, I'd sleep on top of the park benches. So that's pretty much what I had. So it was pretty rough. I mean, I knew there were a lot of times I would go into the diners and stuff like that, and I would just ask if they had, you know, their throwout stuff, if I could even have it, because I didn't have anything, you know. So anyway, regardless, this is all stupid things that I've done in my life. 1, didn't graduate. 2, left my folks early. They had a loving, caring home for me. There was no reason to do it. I got intertwined in drugs, drinking, and girls, and of course that became my life, and there was just no way around that stuff for me. I just made a lot of bad decisions. But now, today, I'm married. I have 3 children. 2 of the 3 children are married and are starting their families. And my third is, you know, just awesome. He just turned 21, and awesome kid. So he's got a bright future ahead of him also, as well as the other 2. Just awesome. So anyway, I've got that. I've got a great wife, Dawn. She's awesome, and she really turned my life around. Her and I had gotten together, well, back when I was, you know, 18, I guess it was, and I married her when I was 18 and she was 16, so we were very young, you know, and that made a very tough road, and started having babies right away, you know, and all that, and so it was a tough road. We just didn't have money, you know. My parents put us up in a trailer house next to the farm, and I would work for my dad on the farm. I'd work for a potato guy down the road, you know, and then I'd work for another potato guy out in Neva, so I was always working. So today, when I look back at where I came from, today I have 2 successful businesses, 1 in Wisconsin, 1 in Florida, 3 great kids. Like I said, 2 of the 3 have their own families now. Great relationship with my kids and my wife, and we're so thankful that I hung on and I didn't go through the whole divorce thing. And there were plenty of times we looked at it, but you know, I look at now what I have, just the great relationships. One of the things that I need to do more is spend more time with my family, because that's something that running 2 businesses, it's tough to do, to spend time with everyone and talk to everyone, but that I got to do a better job of, you know. I know that, you know, we've got some good friends too that we've managed to meet along the way and stay friends with for a long time here. So that's good. But the point, I guess, that I'm trying to make to everyone is just because you didn't graduate, or just because you don't have a college degree or anything like that, you don't have tech school, you don't, a lot of guys in the lawn care industry don't have an education of sorts. And I'm living proof that you don't have to have that to succeed. We do just fine now. We're very happy. My wife and I have worked hard, and we continue to work hard every day, but we enjoy that. We enjoy working. So I just want this as a bit of encouragement to everybody out there that you don't have to have that education. Go out and get the education. Go study YouTube videos. I mean, that's what kind of got me into YouTube, is because I realized I learned more from watching videos than I did from reading. So reading a book was, I can read and everything, but back then I couldn't read very good because I didn't pay attention when I was in school, because here again, I knew more than the teachers, go figure. So getting out of that whole mindset now, when I look back at it now, I mean, I'm 49 years old, and we could retire pretty much anytime we wanted to now. So, but we continue to work because we enjoy doing what we're doing. Okay, I'd be bored to death if I quit working. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I know you've heard that from a lot of people, but I truly, truly mean this. I'm living proof. I'm standing in front of you telling you, you can do this. So that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching.